thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining. Today is a special day. Thank you all for being there, and I know it's been a busy week with so many activities going on, and I want to appreciate all those who are watching from Facebook, those who are watching through YouTube. I can see you. I can see you, Mr. Ngwa. I can see a lot of people online. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Today, I want to talk about a lot of events that have been going on. Number one event that passed this week is the new chairperson for the Restoration Council. And we all know Restoration Council is our own parliament, and it makes decisions. It makes a lot of vetting of appointees, and a lot of those things pass through the Restoration Council. The former chairman, Elvis Kometa, Honorable Elvis Kometa, he has been serving there for quite some time as a Restoration Council chairman. Now we have a new lady, Honorable Anne Ndeh. Honorable Anne Ndeh used to be the Secretary General of the Restoration Council, and she has been elected as the new. So I want to take this opportunity to congratulate her. She has been so pushful, so hardworking within the Restoration Council, and I appreciate her resilience, her hard work within the council. We have a series of issues that we have learned from other parties, but it is very important for us to get into some issues, especially when it comes to the events that we know affects the struggle. Okay, we have seen the Ekona women who marched from Ekona to Boya. Last week, we saw how they marched. All the women, they were protesting against the continuous arrest of their children. So this is what we are seeing happening, and it has been happening many times. How can the La Republic soldiers, the rogue rebel soldiers, go and arrest children playing football? Okay, they were in the field playing soccer. They went and arrested them. Okay, and this is what we have been condemning. Okay, all along, where La Republic will go look at what happened to the CDC workers, right? The CDC workers, they were going, somewhere, but what we know is that these workers were those workers who are working in CDC, right? The CDC plantation. But because La Republic know that we passed a lockdown, they took advantage and did what they usually do. We all remember Ngabu. Ngabu is the most heinous massacre that has happened. And you remember Gabu. Gabu, the La Republic government refused or denied that their military did the work. But after serious investigation, after serious pressure, they said, oh, okay, we did it. Now, these CDC workers in Tico and the ones that were killed by La Republic, okay, the 5 CDC workers, okay, with several others that were wounded. But what is La Republic rationale behind the senseless killing of this? Is just to tarnish the image of the struggle. And when you see this happening time and again, it is a strategy to tarnish the image of the struggle. Okay? And there is no other way we can define this. This is called massacre. When people are looking for information about different issues and all those issues, the La Republic government has to be sanctioned. I saw the information by IMF saying that the March tranche of the money that is promised the La Republic government will not be handed to La Republic unless La Republic shows signs of going for negotiation with or for this the Canada negotiation. So the International Monetary Fund has attached the money that they have to loan to La Republique. They have attached that fund to the Canada talks. So that means that La Republique must go to negotiation. If not, the IMF will not give them this loan that they want so badly. Okay, IMF borrows a lot of money, and you understand that La Republique is a very generous borrower. Okay, the money that IMF was supposed to give Cameroon, the Cameroon government were about $75 million. About $75 million. Okay, this is a loan that is supposed to be handed to them. Okay, but they talk about the first tranche. They say the next tranche that the first tranche that was supposed to hand it to them was in March. Okay, it's in March, and this March is coming. So by next month, La Republique is supposed to have part of the loan. This is $75 million. Half of this money was supposed to be handed to them. But we know of the economic hardship that the government is facing. Okay, so they expect this money, but the IMF now is saying that they will not give this money to La Republique unless they show sign of respecting their commitment with the Canada dialogue or Canada negotiation process. Because you saw what the government did, right? The government of Cameroon did wrote a communique refusing their commitment to the Canada dialogue. But when you see this kind of okay, they were the one that took Amazonian leaders to Canada. They abandoned the Swiss-led negotiation, right? Then they went now to Canada. So what do you expect? What kind of situation do you say we are talking here? We are talking of double standard and kind of mistrust. You cannot commit to a talk, sign document, then later you refuse that that you did not sign that document. Okay, it is very, very big issue. So we want to say that the IMF has done a very good job. Yes, the IMF is doing a good job by making sure that the La Republique respect the Canadian negotiation process, and this is the first sign that we can see that sanctions will start coming soon, because this is a kind of sanction, right? Or a kind of making this kind of demands. If any other like ECOWAS or CEMAC start doing this, then or African Union start putting this kind of demands, La Republique will commit to the negotiation process. But there's no commitment, or there is no ties that can hold La Republique now when there is no sanction or there is nothing that can push them, okay, La Republic must be dragged to the negotiation table. From every experience, we have seen that La Republic does not respect this process, does not respect international law, does not respect international process. Okay, the fact that Biya has been there for more than 40 years, he has created himself a kind of power where it's very difficult for. Look at Australian Prime Minister. Okay, was born in 1982 when Biya came to power. So when imagine Australian Prime Minister going to talk to Biya. Imagine that kind of thing. Or Canada Prime Minister going to talk to Biya. What kind of reaction do you think it can be, right? Where the Prime Minister is the Prime Minister is just as like Frank Biya. It's like the son, the age. Because imagine somebody coming to power, or somebody was born in 1982. Trudeau was born in 1985, the Prime Minister of Canada. So those are the ages that. So when they want to say something, Biya will just say them that, hey, you are very young. You are my son. Stop doing this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Okay. Most of them will listen, right? Most of them will listen because they believe that Biya knows much and he has stayed there for too long to understand the issues within the system. Okay. So it is but obvious that most of them will listen to Biya, but for the sake of international relations, diplomacy is very different. And from what we understand now, okay, if the IMF has tied the loan that has been requested by the La Republic government, if they have attached that loan to the Canada discussion, it makes a very good sense and it shows some types of sanction that might be coming. Okay, even though we know France has been blocking a lot of that. Okay, but apart from that, don't you think La Republic now has to be sanctioned? Look at the kind of crimes La Republic has committed in Amazonia. Okay, all the crimes that we can think of, La Republic does not care. They don't care about Amazonian life. Okay, one journalist that was killed in La Republic, the chiefs came out and revolted. Our own chiefs, they go and put them in a small house, say it's House of Chiefs. They are killing their people every day, every day. They cannot make any one statement. Instead, the women are very courageous. The women went from march from Ekona to Boya. Okay, that is when you say you have courage. The journalist that was killed in Yaoundé, look at what the Yaoundé chiefs stood. Okay, the chiefs said that they don't want this to happen. Right? That was what happened. And when those are happening, then you can just put it into perspective about what our own people can do, right? because they can be doing nothing when they are supposed to, to act in times of this kind of killings and all those things, right? Yeah. So it's really pitiful that we have all different types of things happening, but the chiefs do nothing. The clergy do nothing. The pastors, the bishop, they do nothing. Okay. If you look in other countries, the clergymen do a lot of work, right? The pastors, the bishop, the imams, all these people they are the one that are speaking out against this kind of killings. But we have chiefs. We have these people who call themselves senators. Nothing they don't do. And they are killing in their eyes. They Ngabu, Kumba, Ekona, different killings going on. They cannot even march. They cannot even protest. But the women are the one going out to protest. If that the Yaoundé chief did not come out, do you think they could have arrested all these people, these powerful bigwigs? It's because of that. Even what happened in Gabu, the Republic government refused Gabu. It was through serious pressure, international pressure. It was through pressure. That's what happened. And today we see them refusing the other ones that were going on, right? Yeah, they refuse. But when you see how they do their things, the CDC workers that were killed were done by La Republic. Okay. The way they can handle this situation, the international community must start thinking about different types of sanctions. Okay. The sanctions that will push La Republic to go to negotiation table and make sure that they remove their troops out of Amazonia. That is number one move. If not, we need either a referendum or the United Nations troop be placed into Amazonia. These are the moves that we want to see, okay? Because the crimes that the La Republic government is committing inside Amazonia is too much. It's too much. And if they cannot do anything to this, they give them that opportunity to keep doing the same things over and over. And we cannot put a blind eye on these crimes. These are crimes against humanity. These are international crimes that must be investigated, that must be put to book. We have a government that is a rogue government. Okay? They kill without remorse. And if you allow this government to keep doing the same thing, this is 7 years. 7 years of war, and the international community think that La Republic will do something different. The La Republic government is out to do the same thing for the past 7 years, just killing and killing and killing. They don't see negotiation as a way to solve the problem. They see their military as the only avenue to resolve the crisis, which will not work. It will not work because how do you think that your military will kill 8 million people? It it will not work. So, La Republic, it's high time they understand that they have to go to negotiation table. It's time to go to negotiation table. Okay? They have been dragging and dragging, telling the international community that they cannot go and negotiate with Amazonian leaders. They cannot do this. But the international community has emphasized. You have seen the ambassadors, you have seen the diplomat. All of them have emphasized that the Cameroon government cannot resolve this issue with the military. They cannot. And that's a fact. Okay? It's a fact. So the more they keep doing their thing, the La Republic military continue to target it of innocent civilians in southern Cameroon. They cannot kill their way through this war. They cannot do this. Okay. This war is a territorial conflict. Therefore, La Republic must understand. Okay. This is not something. This is an international crisis. This is not like a civil something or okay. That is why we have this international community coming to negotiate. Okay, the fact that Canada and Switzerland have shown interest in resolving the crisis, it makes it in an international conflict. So whatever La Republic is trying to do now, they are just slowing the process or wasting their time. Okay? You cannot waste your time for too long. Okay? The international community has already made their own case that this and we hear even in Canada for the pre-talk the apart from Canada, there was some representative from the United Nations. Okay, this is something that has to be made known because La Republic does not see herself going to negotiate and they think that killing our people will lead them to some sort of victory. And I don't understand how they think that they can win something. Then we hear that they are using this. They go and send these illicit drugs. They trying to poison them to go and give those freedom fighters. These are things that will not work. Okay, you for how long will you go and be doing this kind of a country that does not even respect their own law? How illicit drug is contraband. You allow your military to be using drugs and sending some to other to the youths. What country does this? Instead of you trying to make sure that your military respect your own laws, you make your own military broke your own laws, broke the laws of the of international crisis or the law of war, because war has law. That was called the Geneva Convention. Okay, they don't care that you target women, you target children, you target innocent civilians. That is war crimes. This is anything that Ladro is doing. They think that it will not be investigated. These are war crimes. These are war crimes. So whatever they're doing, they think that they will go free or they will not investigate them. No. Anything that they're doing is registered as a crime. So they should not think that international crime is ever forgotten. There's no crime that they will commit that is forgotten. They should be very, all these top military officials, you say your people, they went to CDC, they went to TICO, okay, they killed the workers and, almost, okay. This attack was not done by the Amazonian liberation fighters, okay. It should be clear. I know some reporters are very fast to declare Amazonian fighters or kill the CDC worker. For what? Okay. There was a lockdown, and hey, to make our people understand, there is a very important lockdown on the 24th of this same month and the 25th. That is Friday and Saturday. So please know that that lockdown has been ordered by the interim government, and it's against the mountain race that is coming up Friday 24th and Saturday 25th. Okay, so our people should be very, very aware. And the lockdown concerns only Fako, okay, from Moyuka to Munya to Boya to Tiko and Limbe. These towns in Fako are the ones that are, because Boya is where the mountain races take place. So that lockdown concerns Fako, okay. So you have Limbe, you have Victoria, you have Moyoka, Munya, Boya, Tiko for this lockdown. This lockdown is about the mountain race, okay. So I just want our people to respect that lockdown, okay. And while in Nigeria we know of the presidential election coming up, okay, and we know that the election will be taking place in this same month, okay. This is a turning point between the Nigerian and La Republic, because there will be a change of governance. But I'm very, 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 very in support of change, okay, presidential change, and where we see Nigerians will be going to elect a new president, okay. But I think Peter Obi, we have three candidates that are prominent: Obi, Peter, Tinubu, and Atiku. And I think the choices are very clear. Tinubu and Atiku, from the age, they are very old. I mean, Tinubu is in his 70s and Atiku is 70s and 80s. But Obi is in his 60s. Okay. And even the vice president that Obi picked is very young, and is a senator, a former senator. Okay. So, but when I listen to Peter Obi, I see a president and someone that can change and bring change in Nigeria. So I'll be on the 24th, the 24th, or I think the election will take place on the 24th or 25th. But that's the election day, and I think that will be a big change. It will be a big change, and we expect change to come to Nigeria, because Nigeria acts as a very important force to ECOWAS, and Amazonia will be member of ECOWAS, will not be member of CEMAC. We don't want to be sandwiched with these francophonized countries still using CEMAC. We don't want to use that CEMAC thing. In ECOWAS, all the countries have their currencies. They don't use French currency. We don't want to be using French franc. We'll have the amber dollars. We'll have the amber money, because we'll not want to be sending our money to France to keep for us, like all these countries are doing. Okay. What really baffles me is that how are these French countries really thinking? Look at these English countries. They have their currencies. They are booming. Their economy is booming. Okay. They want change. They are doing reform. And Britain does not even want to talk about the colonial past, and that's why they left us so promptly, and now we are in this mess. Okay, I didn't mean the British did the decolonization process, things would have been different. Okay, you cannot imagine that Britain left us in the hands of French Cameroon, and we were that is the heart of the marginalization, right? That is the heart of marginalization. Imagine how many years that we have been colonized and recolonized, colonized and recolonized. Because you cannot give people independence and you ask them to still join other people. What kind of independence is that? That is still, we are still being colonized, because we are the minority, and you cannot take us and still put in with, and you're asking us to join two countries that already had their independence. So I don't know how that even made sense. Okay. Nigeria had their independence in 1960. La Republic of Cameroon had their independence in 1960. Then we come now, and you people are asking us in 1961 to either join Nigeria or to join La Republic of Cameroon. Countries that are already independent. Don't you think that asking us to join these countries, they will sandwich us within their own constitution like they did? We were with Nigeria for 40 years, 40 good years, and things were not moving. Our parents left the house of Enugu. In 1961 again, these people were asking us to join and go back to Nigeria or to go and join La Republic. How can you make people to be put in this kind of situation where you don't give their own independence as other countries? That is why we are talking of decolonization, the failed decolonization process. You cannot give countries independence. Amazonia is the only, Southern Cameroon is the only country that did not gain her independence. They only gave them two options. Those two options were to either join Nigeria, that they have been with for 40 years again. They say go back there. Or to join the French Cameroon. And you're asking that they don't have the tech choice. That is a situation that we found ourselves. Okay. Now let's listen to President Chris Ano about the lockdown. Okay, the lockdown that has been announced is on the 24th and the 25th of the month of February. So take a listen.
Yeah, good morning.
that is, I want to bring that audio that has been, the audio that was done by President Chris Ano. Let me bring the audio. It's about the lockdown, and I want everybody to get to listen. Okay, let me get it. Okay, then. Oh shit. No. I saved the audio somewhere, and I'm trying to get the full version of the audio. And I'm getting it. Okay. Anyway, we'll come to that. But before that, I want us to listen to Honorable Wonja. Wonja, you all know him. He's a former chairperson of the Restoration Council, and he has this to say about the struggle. So please take a listen to Wonja.
Na Mola Wonja don't come again this morning for talk for the people for Southern Cameroon. We don't see how the La Republic, they burn with people their houses. They behave like thieves, and whether they come for night, they do evil things, then they run. For daytime, they know they see them. We no go continue to be with the sea that they destroy with own people their lives, then they live fine for their own side. Yes. I go want to make everybody, maybe we try for listening, we'll come to one understanding. I go call all Southern Cameroonians, if we're not ready for this war, we wanna fight them, may all man put support for Secretary Chris. For now, yes, till we change it, we put a different person, till he do something way wrong. For now, I think that the only leader that way will stand, will work with he. Any other person where he dey inside this struggle, where they call himself a leader, where no fit prove wetin they do, then the day out now for make money. And we know they out now for look for leader, then where they make money. We want a leader where they take action, where they do things then for ground zero. Because we major target now na ground zero. We know a leader they can't talk big English here, bring lies all over because they want money. No. I go call all Southern Cameroonians ambassadors. If you really there for this struggle, if you really want more free, I know they talk like say the casual people. No, I know the fool no man. And they talk like person who will be one of the most experienced person inside this struggle. Some people don't fall out, so and they don't leave kind people, but we still there. Me, I call all Southern Cameroonians and now listen to me. I don't diagnose the whole situation for this struggle. I just come back from the US. I don't know everything where they happen for this struggle. So me, I go call all Southern Cameroonians, all man for ground zero, all over the world. If we want make we win this war, we rally behind Secretary Chris. Yes, may all we rally behind it, we support it financially and physically and morally and spiritually. When I go suicide this struggle will be within 3 months. Yes. I know the talk because I support it. Secretary Chris is not my brother, it's not my friend, it's nothing. All of us are just fighters. Yes. We are not from one tribe, nothing. We are not even from one region. So me at the call, like person way, I be very straight and forward regarding this struggle. I feel get my own way than why I operate, where no concern this struggle. But when it comes for this struggle, I go put my hand, I swear, inside the blood of the people. Say my hands are clean. So I want me all man listen to me. Everybody where they get hard for this struggle, all na rally behind Secretary Chris. Any money they go for any section again, like group for this struggle, na just waste of time. Yes, una dey just waste una money. Una put una money for Secretary Chris. If he do anything way wrong, we go put it out. Una trust me. But for now, I look it like the only person where if he stand and liberate this struggle for now, till further notice. I know they talk because I want talk. I know I talk because people go come, they will talk, because now group is not a group. Secretary Chris has no group. He's the head of the interim government for now. I go repeat him. Secretary Chris doesn't have a group. He has not created a group. Now the mistake and the lies in that way that they create all over. Now one IG day will be now headed by Secretary Chris. He be appointed, elected by the Restoration Council and all the LGAs and the county heads them. So make no man no fool una. Any man we want give him money, make this struggle move fine. Una send her for Secretary Chris section. Now the section that now the area that way it work for this struggle. Any other thing we una hear na fake. Anything we una hear na fake. Una not put una money for any other group. For una forgive una money for any other group, una better take that money dash am for people of ground zero or people where they prison. Now me I dey tell una, I don't diagnose the whole situation for this struggle. I don't be 7 years inside this struggle, going to 7 years since this struggle starts, even before it starts. We don't start talk. So may all man listen. May the voice go all over southern Cameroon, ground zero, ground one, all diaspora, the whole world, may not listen. Nobody may not take a finance, a money, he put them for any group. All the other groups are fake and they are there to eat your money. That's all I will tell you people. If you want me this struggle go fine, make we win. Una take una money, una give for Secretary Chris. Na me at the talk. I stand for like a reference to him. If anything will happen, una call my name. Yes, I be serious of this. Anything will come out, if they talk say money, una put me to inside. Say na me I talk, may they give their money for you. I stand for that. But I go tell una say I don't work with all these people. All. For Marianta, Sako, and Sezeko, all, I don't work with them. The person where he dey now, where we trust them. Mona forget all this ADF, all this rubbish. All these are just rubbish. They are just noise makers. Una put money for side where we go see action. Firepower for ground zero. God bless you. Namola Unja. God bless you all. Yeah, I know say people
As we begin the new week, this is what lies ahead. Again, as we enter into this new week, this is exactly what lies ahead, especially if you live in Fako County. Today is Sunday, February the 19th, in the year of our Lord, 2023. I am Chris Ano, your comrade in arms for a free and independent Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. I bring this message for every person, every household where a day inside Fako County may not be part of it. No other county will be part of it. This piece of information, a piece of alert, it go only for people where the day inside Fako, from Moyoka to Monya to Boya to Motengene to Tico and Victoria. We here for interim government, where they declare a 2 days lockdown. 2 days lockdown. That 2 days lockdown, it go hold on the so-called, and on the occasion of the so-called mountain race. Mountain race. Again, it hold against the so-called La République du Cameroon mountain race. And the precise days for this lockdown are Friday, February 24th, and Saturday, February the 25th. It don't be brought to our attention, say, they go celebrate their so-called mountain race on these 2 days, this here. So instead of a 1 day event that they used to have, them go get them for 2 days. One of the days, I think they say they are celebrating the 50th year of the so-called mountain race. So we here for interim government, where they pass a big lockdown, complete shutdown of all of Fako. Now, this announcement will be very important because I believe, say, wait the way it happened for Tico for the last lockdown is to be refreshing inside one of our minds for Fako. When I be see wait the way it be happen. When we pass these lockdowns, it not be meant for some people. So, lockdown that is coming up on Friday the 24th and Saturday the 25th of February, again, it be meant for all of Fako only. Not all of Ambazonia, but only restricted to Fako because of so-called mountain race. So with the one winner, you be businessman, lock your shops for those 2 days, you no go die. You no go make money for live through the whole year for those 2 days. So you no want for sacrifice your life and your family for say you want go work, for say you want go do your business on Friday the 24th and the 25th of February. They be lockdown days. So, I know we'll talk more than this. Will they come announce for una ahead of time so that if una need food for house, una need water for house, una need medication for house, anything una need them for house, una get them between now and Thursday. Between now and Thursday. Because again, you want to defy the lockdown for this coming weekend in Boya, Tico, Moyoka, Ekona, Munyad, Motengene, and Victoria. Now you know. You say you want to go walk. Now you know. We don't tell una. We no want surprise una. Stay for your house. Stay inside your house. Now, the simple thing I feel tell when I be this. Mountain race in no go hole. And anybody where it say a one go run mountain race, it catch a stray bullet, that one, you will blame yourself. We don't tell everybody, stay inside your house. I know say some of when I would talk, say they be talk so last time, what will happen? Lockdown no will take place for Boya, no will take place for Fako. Where? Will take place for there, but when I be see how they be keep people them for there. So again, if you be wise, take this message seriously, stay home. When they bring this message, come give for one so that, because we don't want to make anybody be killed. We don't want to make anybody be shot. If you stay inside your house and do not go out to patronize so-called mountain race or say you want to go see them, well, you will be safe. Again, this message it come from Chris Ano, your comrade in arms. Please pass this message for everybody where they live inside Fako. Again, this message they go only for people where they live inside Fako. And if you want to travel, that now this shutdown means that no transportation no go there from Fako to Bamenda or to Kumba or to anywhere. No transportation and no go there. The whole place it will be shut down. Nothing like movement. Nothing, zero movement inside all of Fako. All right? I hope so when I don't get them. God bless you all.
Yeah, thank you. That was the president. Thank you. I want to just give a recap of what we don't talk. I want to say we thank the courage of the Ekona women them, where they be come out so they come so they march from Ekona so they go right for Boya. For go tell the La Republique soldiers and where they can arrest their picking them say enough is enough. We thank them for that one, that courage. We want all our women them. May they do the same. All over Ambazonia. Whenever they arrest your people, you're picking them. Una match. We also tell the chiefs, make they do the same thing. They chief them for Southwest and Northwest. What way they do? See chief for La Republique. They kill one journalist. All them come on match. They pour libation. They say they want answers for the killers. And you see what it happened. For Martinez Zogo, he died. Our own journalists where they kill him, we never see that body today. Wazizi. Usa Wazizi died body day. What chief they don't fit talk. They go she don't was on house, they call and say House of Chiefs. House of Chief na waiting. Where they don't fit talk, they kill today mark the anniversary for Ngabu massacre. Chief they don't fit talk. They kill every day. They kill their people them. So they be chief them for who? What's the work of a chief if you don't fit stand up for your people? They kill Ekona. See, they kill CDC workers. Every day they are killing our people all over the place. The chief cannot even say one thing. They say they be chief. The other one, the way they call themselves, say senators or parliamentarians. Those ones are just useless because we didn't even elect them to go to that parliament. They are all toothless bulldogs. Toothless bulldogs. They call themselves parliamentarians. No one decree they don't pass it. No one bill they cannot pass it inside that parliament. The kangaroo parliament that they are there. They call themselves parliamentarians. Parliamentarians in America, in real countries, you see them standing for their people. Those foolish ones they call themselves parliamentarians. let me just end this thing, because if I get angry, I'll be saying things that are not even good. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. One thank IMF to do pass it on to one thank the Belgian embassy and other embassy where they celebrate the Ngabu massacre. Yes, one also thank the success for the lockdown of 11 February. It was very, very nice. I want to thank all people who do that success for that 11 February. It will be some very good thing. And I want also congratulate our new chair lady of the Restoration Council, Madam Anne Ndeh. That's our new chair lady for the Restoration Council. I want to congratulate her for her new election to the helm. She is replacing Honorable Elvis Kometa to the position of chairperson of the Restoration Council. So I want also thank her for that. And I want also advise our boys down there that don't take these drugs. We hear say La Republique they poison these drugs and they said na may they come give on a moon and they smoke them. All these kind drugs them. Una stop these things. I know say on a life for the smoke, but I don't advise on a moon and smoke anything. But basic cigar be okay. But illicit drug them we wanna take them so. No. La Republique we hear say they poison and now they send enough for on a day. Una no know. Una to go buy them for this guy the way they say that they sell drugs them. But that one the way we hear say La Republique they poison them. They send another for una. Now be very careful with these drugs. La Republique they want kill una, slow poison, all these kind of things. Now be very careful. If you really want to stay long for fight this war, una take all this precaution the way we try for give on us so because it be very, very important. Una take this advising because we know say La Republique no fit win this war for battlefield. They don't fit win for battlefield. So the only way they want win them now, I say they want use different way they now for calm, and now the only way that okay. This important update we they come. Now big man for IMF, International Monetary Fund, where they get for borrow money for La Republique. La Republique, the economy there for down. Okay, when I don't see goods and where they put the price up, they will put all thing. The IMF don't talk say if La Republique no go for Canada, for go discuss this Canada negotiation, we never give them the money where they get for give them for the match. Okay, IMF get for give them some plenty money where they borrow for different countries. May they boost their economy. La Republique economy they down. That's why La Republique they find money. This war they drain them. Yes. Now let's shame. They make them so. They know if you talk say, that they are spending a lot of money in this war and they will not win the war. So IMF now get for borrow the money, but IMF don't tell them say commit to Canada talks. Now the thing that way they don't tell them, say may they commit to Canada talk. It means say if they not commit, then they never go give them the money where they get for give them. Okay, and that money go help La Republique for boost the economy because as I tell us so the economy for La Republique then are for zero. That's why they don't add prices and for all things they don't double prices for all commodity, all things. So now the other news that way about tell now so that more gonna know what they happen. So thank you very much for watching. I see all my way there online. I see you. Thank you for watching. I see the waiting for Facebook. I see Mr. Felix. I see you. I see all the other one them. Suzanne. I see you all. Thank you for watching. Okay. I'll making sure that I come online to give an update about the crisis. Okay. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode. God bless everyone and see you all. Amazonia must be free. Yes.